I'm glad he went talk to my kids last night, cause that was rough.
Yeah.
It's like, no. It was rough, it was rough. I kid you not, it was rough.
Are you gonna have to work all weekend?
Probably, I'm hoping not. See, I hadn't been at work for a week.
Yeah, that's what you said.
My truck went down on, trying to remember what day it was.
If you told me, I forgot, I don't recall, but I'm glad you got it back.
It went down on.
Is it running okay now?
Went down on Friday, last Friday. And then,
His
my
truck,
truck, I had to put it, I had a guy come to the house that worked on it. He came to the house on Saturday, hooked his computer to it, because it wasn't hardly running, maybe on 3 or 4 cylinders. And it didn't have no pep to it or nothing. I mean, it was pretty much gone. And, he told me that it needed to go in the shop, so Monday was a holiday.
that's right.
I couldn't do nothing on Monday, so Tuesday I called my insurance and they, sent a wrecker out, picked it up. It took them 4 hours to send a wrecker. Well, they was supposed to be there, the first one was supposed to be there at 8:15. He got hung up in Orange and couldn't make it, so they called out another one, and he didn't make it to the house till like noon.
Lord.
So finally I got my truck to the dealer over here, Kinsel, about 1 o'clock, and then it just sat there pretty much the rest of the week. They ordered the parts came in Friday. The guy worked on it, started working on it Friday afternoon. He worked till like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh,
They're doing it, they did it after hours to save me money.
Yeah.
oh, that was good.
And plus, my daughter works there, which I call her my daughter, Melvin's daughter. But
Oh,
she
that was
considers me
good.
her dad because her dad
Left
don't
her.
have nothing to do with it.
Did she get it at a discount?
And I get off of her discount.
Good,
So,
well, that helps.
That's
it
a
Well,
good,
it's such a
saved
big
me a lot
job.
of money, but I had to spend a lot of money too. But altogether, it cost me about $4,300.
that's cheap.
Is it?
Cause what they changed is the whole complete fuel system.
Well, that's wonderful.
And it would have been probably around 10
Oh.
if I would've had to pay for it, the
Mhm.
full price.
Oh my goodness, well,
That's
I'm so
cheap.
glad that they
'Cause
worked
we-
with you on that.
We had some injectors changed out. I think we only did 4 or 5 because they were so expensive. And it was $5,000. And
Well-
it kept the truck a long time.
Well, the last 2 years, since 2020, I've been spending money on that truck. And, I'll have to go through all my receipts, but I've probably got over 10 grand in it right now.
Well, maybe the
But
last
But
year
I've
good.
got the whole complete brake system is all new, the AC is all brand new. I had it deleted, which I took off all that pollution crap.
Yeah.
I don't have to put that DEF fluid in it or none of that. I had the turbo was bad the week before last, so it was in the shop the week before, and then it was in the shop this weekend, so.
But you
But
can't
anyways,
afford to
I'm-
go buy a new truck for 10,000.
And everything is new right now, and then I changed I thought the brake booster went out. Wasn't the booster, it was the vacuum pump. But I did that myself. I went and bought the parts, I put it on myself. It's had a brand new, fan clutch put on it, new belt.
How many,
I spent quite a bit of money, but everything is
how many miles you got on that truck?
191,000.
but it'll last you another 100
It should go another 200,000
or
at least.
200.
Good, good.
Because see,
Well,
the
that's like having a
ones,
new truck.
the
But I
ones
want
they
to-
build today are not good.
I'm wanting to find me another vehicle for work where I can leave that one at
Save
home
that one.
and save it for
Save the
when I need it.
miles, yeah, save the miles on it.
Cause it's all road miles on it, but I need to save the engine and make sure it lasts me
Is that a 250 or a 350?
250.
250. See, Elena has a
And
250.
it's a 2012 model, so.
And Matthew has a 250.
Oh.
Elena's is diesel and Matthew's is gasoline.
And I had new radiator hoses put on it.
That's
So
wonderful.
pretty much everything is
Been
new on it.
redone.
I've never had to actually tear into the motor, so the motors, and I do my own maintenance. I change my own oil, I do it regular, I change all my fuel filters, I do it regular. And matter of fact, I just changed the air filter, fuel, and the oil right before it went into the shop.
Well, that's good, that.
And I try to do, the oil is not that expensive, I mean,
If you can find it, you know you can't find
Well,
oil now.
well, it's
We've been
hard
getting
to,
it at Costco.
it's hard to find, but I mean, you can,
Costco's had oil.
Walmart has it sometimes, the diesel oil, and then sometimes you have to go to parts houses, you know,
Oh.
O'Reilly's or
Oh, I see.
For
AutoZone.
diesel oil.
We use synthetic,
That's pretty expensive too.
yeah,
A quart.
but
Elena
supposedly it
Manford.
lasts longer.
Well, I use synthetic in my Gator, and I use synthetic in my lawnmower. And I've used that since it's been new.
Mhm.
But I try to do my maintenance pretty regular on everything.
That's good, that's good,
You
that's
have
your
to
life to your
maintain it.
vehicles, yeah.
I just need to find me another vehicle to go to work in.
You want an old vehicle or a new vehicle?
I don't really want a new one. I
Johnny
mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have another new one, but I'm trying to stay out of the notes.
Johnny got a really, really good truck. You've seen it.
Mhm.
I don't know what year it is or anything, for $5,000. He just drives it around where we are. He didn't do any long trips like you, but you can find them.
Yeah.
Maybe, old people, they take really good care of their cars
Mm-hmm.
and trade them in. But if you go looking on a used car lot, they're expensive now.
I looked at one the other day. I was gonna get it, but I backed out
What was,
because, and it only had 13,000 miles on it.
oh, really?
Little Nissan Frontier 4-door truck.
Nissan.
They're like the little compact trucks.
Nissan, you need a big truck for all these crazy drivers. Like Johnny has a big truck, I don't know how many miles it gets to the gallon, but Nissan parts are expensive.
Yeah.
Like Ford parts or Chevrolet parts, if we can't find them at the store, we find them on the internet.
Right. And foreign parts are a little bit harder to,
And they're more
and
expensive.
they're more expensive.
Andrew and Matthew work on my car now.
I'd rather have a Ford
A Ford is the best.
because that's
What
what I
you're
like.
used,
That's
right,
what
it's
I
what
like,
you're
but-
used to working on.
And if I could find me, I can get a car. I really didn't want a car because I like just having a truck. I'm so used to having a truck where you got a bed, you know, you can put stuff in it.
Yep.
But if I had to get a car, I would. I don't think I really want no SUV. They're nice too.
You can't put a thing in them.
But you can't really put nothing in them. But I don't wanna spend an arm and a leg. I just want something that's decent that'll carry me back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
Dependable enough to go back and forth. I mean, no matter what you get, you're gonna spend some money. If something breaks, you're gonna spend money on it, but
But if it's a
I don't wanna
Ford,
buy a junker, you know what I mean?
yeah, but if it's a Ford or Chevrolet, you can buy the parts and do the work yourself.
So,
Compared to like the new car, my new car, oh my God. Johnny won't even touch it now.
what do you got now?
A Cadillac,
The Cadillac, that white one?
yeah, and he went to put a new battery in it and he disconnected it and lifted the battery out and it wiped the computer clean. I had to have it towed to Conroe.
Just For disconnecting the
the
battery?
battery. And they had
That's
the
weird.
main computer hooked up
Also,
to the battery, so we needed a new battery this week. So Johnny went and, it still was under warranty, and Andrew knew how to do it. You have to hook something up to them to keep the power going, then take the battery off, then put the new battery on and hook back. So there's no disconnecting the main computer. Andrew knew how to do it, so he did it. But, you can't work on them yourself. They're too
Well,
complicated.
a lot of the new vehicles you can't hardly work on.
They're all computerized.
they're all computer
That's the bad thing.
parts, yeah, and they're expensive. Parts are high.
And then I found out after the fact, I'll never buy a Cadillac. They cost more to insure than a Lincoln. I didn't know that, so.
They're considered what they say, a luxury vehicle.
Well, so is a town car. But my
Oh.
town cars were cheap to insure.
Not the Cadillac.
I don't like Cadillac, I don't like it. It's not a comfortable ride, it's not as good as the Lincolns. I should have bought another Lincoln, but they don't make town cars anymore.
Yeah, they did away with them.
Mhm. Yeah. So, and now with everything costing so high, I'm not buying anything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just paying
crazy.
it. You can't afford to put the gasoline in your truck now.
Oh, I know it.
Are you, is yours diesel?
Mine's diesel, and diesel's high.
$4.99 a gallon. That's $5 a gallon. When Mac fills his truck up, when Matthew fills his truck up, it's $400.
I try to keep it topped off. I don't let it go down to empty. It costed them much.
Yeah, and Matthew filled it up the other day and it was $400.
You know, it's a sin and a shame that they can't do nothing to stop that president from doing all this craziness.
The president's doing it to us.
Yep.
Yeah, he's done it all to us.
They won't drill, he won't allow oil to be drilled anymore. I mean, they drill it a little bit, but not like we were.
Not like we were
We were energy
efficient.
independent.
Right, we were independent from all the, we didn't have to buy oil from.
Now he's over there
foreign countries.
asking OPEC,
Yeah, he's asking OPEC.
begging OPEC. So OPEC went up on the price.
You have to vote in November
Yep.
Mhm.
for the midterms, all Republican.
Gotta
Yep.
get
Gotta
the
take over the House
Democrats out
and the
of
Senate so we
office.
can,
We've been watching all them rallies and stuff, Trump and all that.
Trump was wonderful.
Yep.
But
The policies were wonderful.
I swear to God that the Democrats had something to do with that
Oh, they did.
COVID stuff.
Yep.
And then even my doctor was telling me all this COVID, that they pressed on the people, he thought it was all ridiculous, Dr. Khan. And, he said it just caused more confusion, so people didn't see what was happening to us. They were trying to control our schools, which they've already gone into our schools, and everything. It was, the COVID confusion just dismantled everybody.
It was a way of them
The shooting
controlling.
in, Uvalde,
Mhm.
they think that was an underneath.
I think
deal.
that was all planned.
Yes,
To take our guns
to
away.
take our guns away.
Yep.
They killed 19 children.
But
Um,
you know, just like we always talk about, it's not the gun that kills the people.
No,
It's the
people.
person behind the gun that kills the people.
Exactly,
And
but the
you're gonna-
Democrats
and
won't.
You're gonna have bad people
They
out
want
there. You're not
nothing
gonna-
better
you're
than
not
an
gonna stop the
excuse.
bad people from having guns. They're gonna get the gun, they get the guns
Anyway,
quicker than what we can get them, you know?
how did
But you're
that
not
young
gonna
man
stop
get
them.
those 2 guns?
he just went and bought them.
But where'd he get
He
the money?
passed the background test. Who knows
where
where
did
he
he
got
get
the
the-
money?
That's the thing.
He's been a deadbeat.
I
Where do you think he got
somebody
the
handed
money?
him the money
Somebody
to
handed
help
him
out.
the money.
Somebody
And
knew
they
he
went
was
and-
sick.
Went and bought 'em.
They knew he was a disturbed person, and they told
And they
him
set
to
him
go do it.
loose. They set him loose.
Yep, and the police stayed out of the school for 45 minutes. They hadn't solved that yet.
It's just wrong.
It took the border patrol to go in and kill the man. Well, you look good. Are you feeling good?
I feel pretty good. Last week I was kinda down and out, just had a lot on my mind, and with everything, I can't believe I was off for a whole week.
It passes fast.
It went slow for me.
Yeah, 'cause you knew you had all this stuff to do and you couldn't do it. How's your house coming? Everything okay over
Everything's
there?
okay right now. Things good.
Good.
We'll have to come sit on your front porch whenever we,
Oh, he's got a beautiful, beautiful.
I hadn't seen your front porch. I heard.
You were in the car that day.
Yeah, we
You didn't
passed-
get out. We just passed by for a minute.
Yeah, we just drove
I went and
out.
knocked on the
It's nice to
door.
have a porch to go
It's
out on
beautiful,
now, 'cause
yeah.
we needed that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's real nice.
And you can, at least you can open the door without getting soaking wet, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's raining, yeah.
The only thing I got left I wanna do, I wanna extend the roof where it, on the back porch where it goes to the carport. I need to go out a
Mhm.
little further because
Mm-hmm.
where I got my steps going down, the tin stops about halfway down them steps, so if it's really pouring down and
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to go, you get water
Drenched
down
on
the
the
neck,
back of your neck.
trying to get out to the carport, but I wanna extend that and go,
That'd be nice.
just get some more tin and a little bit of lumber and extend it on out.
Yeah.
That way you can walk all the way across without getting soaked. But everything is so damn expensive.
Oh, they say
Material-wise,
the
I mean,
material has gone up crazy too,
I went
the
and got all that material
metal.
with my trailer and I had to go in and load it all myself. They don't help you in the stores. And you gotta pick out, you know, the best that you can find, you know,